So let's go deeper into what I wrote today. So today I wrote about the lie of too late. Listen, if you have struggled with the idea that you wish you would have started before and that keeps you from starting right now because you're thinking it's too late, this right here is for you. Listen, tag somebody that you know has talked about feeling like it's too late. So obviously we've all probably felt like that unless you was born rich or born into a wealthy family or something. Other than that, we get older, we get to a point like, damn, I wish I knew what I knew back then. I wish I would have started this back then, because if I would have started it back then, then right now I would have X, Y, and Z, and we still don't start. But if we would start now, we would have it in the future. So, but what I've been talking about a lot is there's no future. There's no past. There's only the moment. We live life in the now. You do not live life in yesterday or tomorrow. We only live life in the moment. So I have been really prioritizing the idea of the moment. So this is what I'm thinking about. Because I've struggled with wishing I would have started back then, and I've had like fantasies of being a 23-year-old billionaire on a yacht with some women and no stress, no worries in the world. I'm just this young billionaire, right? And that idea really didn't motivate me. It kind of discouraged me, like, damn, I really should have started doing something back then so I could have been rich back then. But this is what I begin to think about. Now, walk with me for a second. Might sound a little bit strange, but I'm thinking about, let's say I'm 30 years old when I first have this thought, right? And I'm thinking, what if there are two versions of me? Right? There's this version of me who was 23-year-old billionaire on his yacht with a helicopter pad. And then there's this current version of me who was not a 23-year-old billionaire. And so I'm having this thought at 30. And I'm thinking, well, if I give my goals my all at 35, I could be living the life of my dreams, or I should be living the life of my dreams. If I go hard with my goals for 5 years, living the life of my dreams. So now this is what I'm thinking, right? So in 5 years, both versions of me will meet. And the one who was 23 years old, that had money, he's still rich, living the life of his dreams. The other version of me, since I gave my goals my all at 35, now I'm living the life of my dreams. And the only thing different between us is the road travel. In that moment when we both meet, we will have everything that we need. If I don't die, I'm going to see 35, right? If you don't die, you're going to see 5 years from now. So if you give your goals your all, when that 5-year mark hits, where you've been through is not going to matter. Understand this, right? The road loses its power once you arrived. Once you arrive, the travel, what does the travel mean? I know I done traveled out the country and had some long travel days. But when I get to that resort, when I get to the resort, it don't matter. So I just want to speak to anybody right now who has been struggling with that lie of too late. Listen, it does not matter when you start. Once you get to that place where you got it, the road behind you will mean nothing. The travel will mean nothing. The only problem will be is if you don't start now and then you get to that point to where you should be the successful individual and whatever success looks like to you, you get to that point and you never did nothing. I hope y'all are seeing this the way I'm seeing this. You are going to live to get to that point, or hopefully, God willing. If you live to get to that point, once you get there in your success, what's going on right now, today, it's not even going to matter. What you went through yesterday, it's not going to matter. The fact that you started late, it's not going to matter. What does it matter, right? If you're 45, let's make it even older. You're 45 when you become financially successful. You're 45 years old. But you worried about you wishing you was rich from 20 up until 45. But even if you were rich from 20 up until 45, once you're 45, all that light, now you might have had some great memories, but they just that, memories, shadows, thoughts. Some of it you can't even remember. So what do those memories really mean? So when we start focusing on what we've been through as opposed to focusing on where we're going, listen, the road loses its power once you arrive. Don't look at the road as your destination. Look at the road as your means to your destination. It doesn't matter when you start. It doesn't matter when you arrive, because when you arrive, you are going to love living in your arrival. Listen, make sure y'all like, share, comment. Man, listen, go to killingyesterday.com. I'm so excited right now. I don't know why I'm so hyped right now. I think that just really spoke to my spirit today. And I hope it speaks to your spirit. The lie of too late. It is not too late.